Okay, we're gonna start off this live stream video by calling in to lawyer Chris to get his opinions and thoughts, and we're gonna be debating about the wealth inequality thing. So let's go ahead and call in to lawyer Chris here. We'll prep a couple things. Give me a minute or two, and we will get them in here. I wanna talk about wealth inequality. Actually, we'll start off with homosexuality. Maybe we'll talk about that because it is Pride Month. I have been hearing some absolutely insane claims about homosexuality. I want to get his opinion if he thinks it happens in nature. I want to get his opinion if he thinks it happens in nature. I need a haircut anyway. I need a haircut, but all right, let's go ahead and call in and we'll see if we can get him in here. Let's go ahead and pin that. We got 4 people in here, guys. Like, subscribe, share. We'll go ahead and give this man a call if we can. Hello, you're on stream. Just let you know, so don't sue me, big guy.
Hey guys, how you doing? Hi.
I like how you well, that's a great accent. We did wanted to know if you think animals are gay.
Do I think animals are gay? In what sense? Like, do I think some male animals? Can I swear? Do you want me to not swear?
You can swear, but yeah, do you think do you think some animals are gay?
Do I think some male animals throw a hump or two into other male animals? Yes, probably.
But that's not gay though. That's just that in human eyes, that's just a gay act.
I think that no, I don't. I'm not qualified to answer this, but I think probably not in the same way that humans are gay. That's my guess.
That is a very intelligent answer. I read an article about it earlier, and it says lots of people like to say, "Well, my dog humped another male dog." Well, interesting thing about dogs. I mean, according to the scientific article, I don't know if it's true or not, but it basically said that dogs do not have sex for fun. They have sex because they're hormones and they're trying to create life or whatever.
I don't think that that's why dogs even hump though. I think it's just for dominance. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a dog expert, but I think that that's why dogs hump. I mean, unless they're trying to have sex for a kid, for an offspring. I don't know.
That's fair enough.
Wrong.
That's fair enough. Domination is true. Yeah, your dog trainer sounds accurate. But the article I sent you was about the middle class, the Republican Party versus the Democrat Party. The Republican Party now holds around 57% of the middle class, and the Democrat Party is more for the wealthy, according to this Pew Research article I sent you. And the middle class, the middle, yeah, it was from Pew Research. That's where I get the 57%.
Well, correct, but it's Gemini saying it from there, so I'll treat it as if it's correct. But what does that paragraph say? The blue collar middle class, according to Pew Research, among middle income voters without a college degree, I saw a majority associate with or lean toward the Republican Party. I mean, that doesn't surprise me. I don't think it's because the Republican Party. I mean, can I be a little bit mean? Like, I think that
You can be mean if you want, but you have to. But poor people are poor people, yes. But yeah, but I also think poor people are likely to vote Democrat, which is statistically correct. Yes, more poor people. For Democrats. For Democrats. I'm not talking about. I didn't do a. Go ahead.
I think people in cities are more likely to vote Democrat. Those people can be poor. I think that less educated people tend to vote Republican.
Well, what has education done for what has college education done for our country other than put tens and tens of millions of people in lifelong debt? And now we got people that are graduating university right now with a bachelor's degree have the same employment as people without a bachelor's degree. earn more throughout life.
They earn more throughout their lifetime. No, I would agree. Not probably agree with
But
you.
earning more doesn't mean much if you don't. Earning doesn't make you successful. You could earn a bunch of money and you could still have $5 million in debt. So earning isn't
Well,
really a key indicator of your financial freedom.
yeah, debt. Well, if you're a Trump fan, then you shouldn't care about debt because Trump and Robert. Do you know Robert Kiyosaki? You know him?
Yeah, I know him.
So Robert Kiyosaki literally, like, he wrote a book or books with Trump. He wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad. His whole thing is that debt is smart to have, smart debt. That's their whole thing. That's Trump's whole thing. Trump isn't against debt. Like, these people believe in debt, using it to your advantage. To be clear, I do as well to a degree. Like, if you're like, a lot of the richest people in the world have a lot of debt. It's just it's
I agree, but some Elon Musk doesn't have that much. I mean, Elon Musk has debt, but
well, he has a lot of Elon Musk's. You know why his net worth shot up like that?
because of SpaceX stock, we're all watching SpaceX stock.
Yeah, the stocks. But like he doesn't have, like, I'm sure you know this, but like Elon Musk doesn't have. He probably doesn't have 700 billion in the bank.
Oh, he had to buy Twitter with a loan. Yeah, he bought Twitter with a 40. He bought Twitter with a loan. It cost $45 billion. He had to get a loan for it, and he had to sell his stock. He sold some of his stock, and he got a loan for it.
I would probably say that I don't know about the majority of millionaires, but like a lot of millionaires don't have $1 million in their bank.
I would say the majority. I would say the majority because yeah, the majority.
A lot of money. It doesn't make sense to sit on a lot of money. Like, I don't have, I mean, money's always going in and out, and if you're gonna make a lot of money, then you're gonna spend a lot of money. Yo, Bram, I can't find my keys, dog. Can I call you right back?
Yeah. Flap your keys.
I want to call you back, but I'm struggling right. Oh, here they are. Never mind.
Okay. I wanted to ask you more about the LGBTQ because people are trying to celebrate that, but it's really Veterans Month and whatnot. This is like our third Veterans Month of the year, but
I will talk to you about that, but give me like 20 seconds because I'm about to not be in a place where I can talk about that. Give me 20 seconds. I'm about to be out.
Axe says $1 million ain't shit. $1 million is a lot of money if you have it in your bank account in cash. If you have a net worth of $1 million, it's not really a lot of money. But if you have $1 million in cash, yeah, there's a lot that's a lot of money. There's a lot you can do with that.
If you like, the thing that people, and I know you understand this, Graham, but people don't understand is if you own 400 shares in Acme and Acme.
Oh, you're cutting out a little bit.
Drug. Wait, hold on one second. Wait. Hold on.
Let's get the likes up, chat. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Yep.
Yeah. So if you hold on, let me get this. Hold on one second.
The White House UFC fight last night was awesome. That is what America's about.
I mean, I liked it okay. The fights were good. I didn't like everything. I thought everything else.
Michelle Obama is a dude. Did you see that? Michelle Obama's a dude. Did you see the final fight of the night?
Dude, if oh my god, I know that I can't say any comments that are political out loud right now, but I know if somebody made a comment about America smirk, you guys wouldn't find it very funny. Um, hold on, let me.
I already know what you're talking about. And what is this guy saying in the chat? What's the number to call into? You can join our Discord if you want to add into our conversation. I mean, I'm having a good conversation here with Chris the lawyer. But if you want to call in, you can drop $100 super chat, or you can join the Discord. I'll go ahead and send you the Discord link here.
Uh, Bram, so what I was saying before, like hack is like, and echoing off what you're saying is, if you own 100 shares, or like 100 is a good example, but let's say 100. Like if you own 100 shares of Acme stock, and Acme is some random pharmaceutical holding company, hasn't done anything, and it's like $1 a share. But then all of a sudden, Acme stock comes out with the first fibromyalgia drug, like pure fibromyalgia, and that stock can explode, and then all these stocks are worth whatever it takes for 100 of them to be worth $1 million. Then overnight you're a millionaire. That's what wealth is. It's when your money itself, that's to become wealthy. People think that like grinding and making a wage and getting money linearly, like that's not how you become a millionaire. That's you get seed capital to become a millionaire, but you have to use that seed capital to do stuff with. Like I do well for myself, but I'm not wealthy. I don't have a portfolio that's going to make me that kind of money. I'm working on it, but that's very hard to do.
For Ack or for let me. Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead. I said go ahead. Yeah, like last year, so I got a lot of shares, and I spent like probably like 9 grand or something on a company called Onyx Pharmaceuticals. And there, I use the fibromyalgia example because that's Onyx Pharmaceuticals. They have been creating a fibromyalgia drug, and it's kind of a volatile stock. But anyways, it got pumped up, so I got into it at an average of like 20 something cents a share. And then it did a split since then, but this is before the split. So it was like, I got into it was like 20 cents a share. And then I owned so much of it that it left in the morning. It was trending at like 40 cents a share. It was going up. But I had a trial that day. And then went up to $1, like $1.92 a share. You can look it up at Tonic Pharmaceutical spike of 2025. In that time, I made in the course of like hours. When I was in the trial, I didn't even notice it, but like probably close to 100 grand, like or something. I don't know what it was. It was a lot of money. It was tens of thousands of dollars. Did you sell it?
If you own it,
You had to sell it. Did you sell it or did it go back down?
down. I don't day trade. But like if I was a day trader and I sold it at the right time, I would have realized $1,000. Speculation is deciding what stock to get. But yeah, it's when you gotta know when to hold them, know when to sell them.
But this guy, let me address this comment. Let me address this comment because I don't think Ack understands how much $1 million is. Ack, if you had $1 million in cash, you could literally put it in a treasury. You could put it in the U.S. Treasury funds, and you could get guaranteed 5% every year for the rest of your life. That would be $50,000 a year. You would be making off literally just the interest on that treasury bonds. And literally anyone can do this. $1 million is for a lot of people enough money to live off for the rest of their life if invested correctly. But I don't think it would be if I had $1 million, I wouldn't stop working. I wouldn't stop working because I know it's not going to be enough. You gotta view cash you get like everything above what you need to survive should be treated as like as an investment vehicle. Like even for me, like I'm getting a new office. I have one office and I'm getting the other one. So the extra money I'm getting is going to go towards that.
That allowed me to hire somebody else. They can make money for me. That's how you think exponentially versus linearly. And like people don't. That's when I say that people don't understand how money works. That's what I mean. Like most people don't understand, Graham, that that's how money works. Not saying Act doesn't understand that, but like you don't people who are millionaires are just like they're not just like making they're most people are not making $1 million a year. $1 million a year is insanely that's a lot of fucking money. That's like I don't know what it'd be like 80 grand a month or something like that. 80, 90 grand a month. Like most people don't make that. It's an incredibly high volume to do. Um, you likely have to have a job that pays you, you know, $400 an hour. And
You're probably in sales. You're probably in some kind of sales position or some kind of. I mean, there's a million things you could be into. Really, I knew a guy that literally sold cars. He was one of the number one used cars salesmen in the country. I mean, you can look him up yourself. He made several $1 million a year selling cars. His name was John Marazzi, and he was a very. He's still in Florida, but that
a record or something, right?
yeah, he was the number one. I think he sold like 3,000 cars in 1 month or something like fucking insane, all by himself. He would work 7 days a week. When the car dealership was closed, he would show up there and start prepping. He would be waiting on Sundays at the car dealership for people to maybe pull in and take a look because you know sometimes on Sundays people take looks at cars. He was preparing in every single aspect, and he would be waking up at 5 in the morning. Like it's a level of obsession you have to reach that. But what was I gonna say? Fuck, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something really good. Well, Axe said something about the $1 million. Yeah, I don't know. I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm sure there are some builders that make more than that. Oh yeah, I remember what I was gonna say. Axe said, go ahead.
If I weren't such a fucking bleeding heart, I could write a book on how to like. I know how like the way that you make money in some ways. I don't say this to most people either don't have the drive to do it or the skills or whatever, but we do live in a time where people are hurting. But there are ways to make money. Whenever you like, the key to making money is convincing people to give you money in a lot of ways. And like, I work in the housing industry, so there are a lot of opportunities to provide housing to people. Um, you know, I'm in the legal industry, and that's in um, my sector of the legal industry. It's pretty busy right now. But that's really what it is. Just giving people either give people what they need, or give people what they think they need, or teach somebody that they need something and then give that to them. That that I was at the fair this weekend, and this fucking guy hustled me. I let him hustle me, but I wanted to win my daughter a stuffed animal. So this guy's like, "Oh, just buy the stuffed animal." He's like, "All right, I'm gonna give you three more shots. All right, you win this game, the next prize." He's like, "Okay, now you'll make $50 by the end of it." Because like I allowed myself to get fucking hustled, but he made me believe that I needed to win the big stuffed animal. That's what being a stockbroker is. You sell people on hope. I mean, and sometimes you do make people money. I'm not a stockbroker. I'm not going to pretend to be an expert in being a stockbroker, but you sell people on stuff that they believe that they need, whether they actually do need it or not.
What do you think about people that overly aggressively invest in their business? Like, what do you think about people that own businesses that are making $500,000 a year or $1 million a year, and they decide to pay themselves 50 grand a year because they want to reinvest the rest of the money into their business? Do you think that's a little bit too hyper obsessive, or do you think that's like a good thing to do?
Your business, whenever you invest in your business, it should be to scale things, or to do morale. Like I'll give my paralegal extra money, like bonuses, and that keeps her motivated. My paralegal is very invested in my business because I give her bonuses. So if we bill a certain amount a month, every like if she bills X amount, I'll give her X bonus. So she's motivated by that. But I'm investing in getting another 2,000 square foot office because I am at the point where I'm so busy, I need more space. So, if you give yourself, I don't really pay myself a salary because my business is, well, I won't talk about the specifics of it, but I'll just say I don't give myself a salary.
So your business just pays your bills, right?
Yeah, essentially, yeah. That's the way it's structured, yeah. Although I will say there's definitely structure business. I'm going to be doing it different. When I started my business, I was like rushing into it, and I didn't do it the way that I would do it now. So I'm gonna be redoing some stuff.
One aspect on the purpose of taxes or what?
The major ways that people structure their business are the three ways are either being a sole proprietor, which means your business is yourself. Another one is a limited liability company where every member of the business is a manager, and then the last one is a corporation. And there's typically two types of corporations. There's an S corp and a C corp. One of them is a master entity, the other one isn't. Corporations have officers, and so those are like the major ways you can structure your business for like an average business. Um, so when I started, I'll just say I started as a sole proprietor because I have what the fuck is my insurance? I have like $1 million insurance. So I don't really worry as much about malpractice because I have such a big uh, policy. If I fuck up, then the policy is for it. So yeah, I don't know. I guess it'd be better if people learn more of this shit.
Yeah, that's probably why the black communities are so impoverished. It's not because of the environment. I mean, there's plenty of places where the environment is good. Well, it's the people in the environment. It's the culture. The-
Everything. It's of course it is. It's not having parents in the house. It's having toxic chemicals, giving people asthma and ADHD.
Oh my God. So now you're agreeing with RFK. Now you're playing with.
Drugs.
Well, drugs is something you choose yourself. That's not something you're born into.
Sort of. Kind of. But like, let's take an example of a fucking veteran who has. Sure, are they choosing? Is a veteran choosing to do heroin or drink themselves to death? I suppose so, but we should probably want to eliminate the conditions which make them feel like they have to do that.
What about homosexuality? Is it a choice?
Your choice to do what? To be attracted to somebody or to fornicate with them?
Well, it depends. What do you think makes you a homosexual? Is it the attraction?
I think it's probably I think that sexual preference and identity, gender identity is probably a combination of nature and nurture. I think that's probably the most likely culprit. I think it's both. I think that I think that probably people are conditioned in certain ways by how they're raised, and I think it's also uh, the nature as well. Like I think part of it is just innate.
There's no gay gene. There's no gay gene though. There's no genetics that say you're gay.
no serial killer gene either, but people are serial killers, and that's shown to be.
Well, it's because we come from a long line of killers. Let's be honest.
Serial killer.
Well,
Really, there's a lot of that had good upbringings. I think
Yeah, but your great great granddaddy killed somebody.
I'm sure he did. Yeah, but I mean, look, I think it's a bunch of things. I don't know why you guys need to be like one thing. I think it's a
Well,
bunch
I
of
just think it's crazy when gay people tell you that they can't stop being gay because they could marry a woman, but they might not like it. They might not enjoy it. They still might have some kind of
things. They would still be gay even if they married a woman. Like,
what makes them gay? What makes them gay?
because they like dick and they want dick. That's why they want dick, even if they aren't sucking it. They want it.
So being homosexual is a sexual thing. So being homosexual is a sexual thing. Then it's all to do with sexual delinquency, basically.
You being straight is also a sexual thing.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's to make kids though. It's to make children. It's to procreate. The purpose of straight intercourse is to create children.
Sure. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. I yeah. That's what sex is typically for.
But just not homosexuality.
Question.
Okay, fine. I'll ask you something you're a little bit more qualified for. Average.
I don't think somebody from the LGBT community would like honor me representing or defending them. I mean,
Well, what do you think that trans woman? Let's ask the question again that we have in probably 6 months now. Do you think that trans women can go into real women's bathrooms?
do I think they can or should be?
Should they? Should they be able to?
Go into a women's restroom? Uh, uh, I'm not. I'm not. Yes. I think that there should be options for people to go into single stall. Though I do.
So yes, you think that you think Mr. Chris should go into my mom's bathroom?
I don't think there's any way to legislate this.
It already has been legislated. We've been over this before.
But Graham, we also had instances of, like butch lesbians being tackled by people like, well, I'll be honest, like you, like
I'm sure many mistakes will happen.
different versions of Graham have tackled them.
Mistakes will happen.
Like,
Mistakes will happen.
have you heard the meme about like people saying, "Oh, do you want to have somebody out checking the genitals?" But like, really,
Okay,
like,
what's better? What's better? Okay, let's pretend a second that let's pretend a second. So if they're passing, they can go in. But what if they're not passing? What if they're obviously a man?
Yeah, but who decides if they're passing?
Well, what if security comes? What if security comes and they say, "Are you trans?" And then they say no, and then they are trans, or they're just like a man in a woman's bathroom.
Sure, the people who volunteer to be security for that are going to be like dustly, and they're not going to have like nobody's going to have the ability to discern that. Like it's subjective. Like
be honest, how many trans women have you seen that are passing that are not millionaires, superstars?
I mean, I could name a number of YouTubers that probably
Millionaires. They all pay for plastic surgery.
I don't think. I mean, like
You don't think Blair White took plastic surgery? I think Blair White did plastic surgery.
yeah, but you don't do. I mean,
Get the likes way up there. Drop some super chat. Show some love.
probably a thing. I don't know. I think a lot of fucking natural cisgender women look like dudes. I don't know.
Where are you hanging out at? So your wife wouldn't have a problem if a man walked into a bathroom with your daughter in there. What would you do?
I mean, but here's the thing that you guys don't understand. Partially because you guys don't all have kids. Like you don't just your little girl doesn't just go into the bathroom. You don't like you go in there with them.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, depends how old your daughter is. Depends how old your daughter is. But yeah, you go in there with them. Yeah. So what if you saw a Mr. Chris there? What would you do? Would you wait for him to come out or wait for him to leave?
If I thought I personally I would probably like if somebody looked. I mean, I don't know. I'd probably judge their energy. I guess.
So you might do something.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. I know you can go. Oh, but like I'll tell you right now, I had a dream, like a fucking weird dream, like 2 weeks ago, where my dad transitioned. It was really
Quagmire's dad. Your dad is Quagmire's dad. You are Quagmire. Can you say giggity? Can you say giggity?
I'm not gonna. I was trying to call her.
Have you ever seen Family Guy before? Did you see the episode where his dad went trans? Did you see that episode before of Quagmire and his dad going trans?
I didn't see it. I didn't see
Oh,
it.
you have to watch that, dude.
I'll check it out.
It is so funny. His dad goes trans.
I'll check it out. I'm about listen. I want to catch up more. I'm about to go to a movie. You should get somebody on that's gonna pay though.
Y'all heard him. Drop $100 super chat and let's have a good conversation and a good debate. All right, I'll let you go. What movie are you going? What movie are you going to see though?
We're going to see. The wife and I are going to see Disclosure Day. She likes aliens.
Oh, I'm sorry that your wife had to be subjected to my crazy questions. If she can hear me.
Dude, I'll tell her you were thinking about her, and she will appreciate that. My wife was in the ER. I told you yesterday, so she's okay now, but it was scary.
Oh man, I hope it doesn't happen again. It seems like you guys been visiting a lot. I'll let you go, man. Peace out.
Thanks, dude. I'll talk to you later, man. Hey, good to catch up.
Good to catch up. Peace out. Ack. Ack, you can always join in, Ack. You can always join in. Let's get Ack in here. Just because Ack is good conversation. And let's ask him the same exact questions. Let's ask him the same exact questions. Ack, we're gonna ask you the same exact questions. Ack.
All kinds of time, man.
Huh?
I said I ain't got all kinds of time, but okay.
Well, I still want to know if you think that are you born gay?
If you say something about transgender, I ain't gonna comment on
Okay,
that.
well, were you born gay or did you become gay?
I'm only gay when I'm looking at you.
You're only gay when you're in prison?
When I'm looking at you.
And the only time you're looking at me is when we're sharing a prison cell because there's no other time that you're going to be looking at me. So you're only gay in prison then? So you're only gay in prison then?
No, brother.
You're not gay for the stay? What about the UFC fight? I know you loved that UFC fight last night.
Dude, I was talking to somebody the other day, and the last time I watched. What?
Are you fighting someone in the street?
Yeah, I'm fighting with my granddaughter.
Oh my god. Is he hurting the dog? Yeah, I'm there. Did you hit the dog? Did you hit your dog?
No, that was my granddaughters were fighting.
So you said, "Get here!" That's what you said? Get here! Jesus Christ. I thought
Away from me. I didn't beat them.
I don't know about that. Do you think disciplining your children is abuse?
No, I do not.
Oh, so you're okay with the spanking. You're different than the rest of the liberals then.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you a little story. Me and my son, long time ago, he didn't want to get up and go to school. I was telling him, hey man, you got to go to school, and he did something. He pushed me, or he hit me, or something, and I mushed him in the bed. I didn't hit him or nothing. I didn't. No, I didn't hit my dog. My son. My no. So listen, he ended up calling the cops, and the cops just said, "Hey, man, your your dad."
Your dad can do that to you?
You just asked that. Yes.
Who are you talking to? Me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you. You there?
Yeah, I'm there. So what happened? They said that you can do whatever you want to your son, basically.
No, not whatever. Whatever you want. It's within reason. It's within reason. It's discipline, not abuse.
So what about a newspaper to the rear end?
Oh, I'm I'm sure that as long as you're not abusing them, yeah, I'm sure that'd be.
Did you give spankings regularly?
Oh, not like on a schedule.
I mean, if
When they deserve.
yeah, obviously when they deserved it. What about sitting in the corner in the quiet? Did you make them do that too?
Uh, I'm, I'm not very often, but when they said that they hated each other, I used to make them stand in the middle of the living room floor for 20 minutes, hugging each other.
So what do you think about all the liberals out there and all the Democrats out there that would call you a quote unquote abuser? I mean, I agree with you. I 100% agree with you.
Would disagree. I would disagree. I'm Gen X. There's a difference. I would
It's sad. It is so sad. This generation is so fucked up. They're not even gonna generate. They're not even gonna. They're not even gonna discipline their kids.
Yeah, I don't agree or disagree with everything that anybody says. You know what I'm saying?
Someone said that you're normalizing criminal behavior. No, he's not normalizing criminal behavior. Someone said that's abuse. They said, "Why the fuck would we discipline kids? That's abuse." I feel like y'all are trolling me right now. I feel like I'm getting trolled right now. But I have heard this from people with a straight face. They say even if you give them a light spanking,
Some people that are saying that that's abuse probably don't even have children. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that's very likely.
You gotta discipline them, or of that age where you gotta discipline them.
Oh, this guy says that's fucking abuse. He said he's been abused.
When they're two totally different things.
If you've been abused, you've been abused.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't condone abuse. I'm not gonna lock my kid in a closet. I'm not gonna make him go to bed without. I'm not gonna do all that shit. But when they jump out the bedroom window and don't come home until 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm whipping that ass.
Yeah, I got a family member that did one time before. They literally one time before they taught me how to be grateful for food. One time they brought me this chicken that I didn't like, and they were taking care of me. They literally made me stay up all night. Like this is how crazy this person was. They were a motherfucker with discipline. They were a motherfucker with discipline. I mean, maybe it's a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing, but they were a motherfucker with discipline. They said if you're gonna be ungrateful with your chicken and you're not gonna eat it, you're gonna sit here until it's finished. And I sat there all fucking night. I literally sat there all fucking night, act no fucking sleep.
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was falling asleep sitting there every time I was about to fall asleep. He said, "Wake the fuck up! Wake the fuck up!" It was like 3 in the morning. He was clapping his hands. He's like, "Wake the fuck up! Eat your food." But that shows you a level of stubbornness too. I mean, what kind of maniac kid would literally sit there for 8 fucking hours staring at their food and refuse to eat it?
Yeah. Yeah, that was probably partially your fault.
That was partially my fault. They were trying to see who had bigger balls. It turned out I had bigger balls. I was the one that stood there and sat at that plate for 10 hours and stared at it. So I guess I won in the end. I guess I won in the end. I wonder how he felt after that. He probably was like, Jesus fucking Christ. Was a competition. He was sitting right there. My plate was sitting right there. I couldn't get up. I couldn't walk away. Anytime I would try to move or if I would fall asleep or start to nod off, he would scream, "No, eat your food!" Oh. What about Elon Musk being a trillionaire?
I don't like the idea of anybody having that much power, dude. That's scary power.
Oh. What,
Scary power.
what were you gonna say? I don't think that's scary power. There's people that are already trillionaires. There are already people that are trillionaires.
Yeah, but not on the books. Some are like the sultans and the princes and
Yeah.
over in the Middle East.
Those people are probably way richer than Elon.
But Elon Musk is too like he's into politics too much, man. That's scary, man.
Oh, so you don't want him to make the whole world Republican. You want him to make the whole world Democrat. But he's not going to use his power to do that.
If you want my honest opinion, I want there to be a max on being able to donate to any political person.
Then how are they going to run their campaigns and do their advertisements and get their word out and get their message out?
Dude, knock on doors. It's word of mouth. If you're a good person, it'll get out there. You can get multiple donations, but from only one person, a max.
How much?
Oh no, oh, that's above my pay grade. I don't know. I don't know, but not millions of fucking dollars.
What about $1 million?
I don't know, dude.
Well, you said not millions, but you don't know if $1 million is too much or too less.
That goes, man.
Well, you're the one making the statement.
$250,000 max per person. Yeah.
That's still a lot of.
I want to get rid of PAC money altogether.
Okay, so what if you have 100 family members and you give them all 250,000, and you let them all donate 250,000?
I guess that would
Beat the rule.
that would skirt the rules. I guess it would.
So what are you gonna do, really?
I don't know. You got to put some kind of regulation, I think. But that's my opinion, you know.
What are you gonna do in the state of Florida? What are you gonna do in the state of Florida? You said not to ask me any trans questions, but I'm gonna ask you anyway. What are you gonna do in the state of Florida if you see a man in your daughter's bathroom, in your granddaughter's bathroom? You're probably gonna suck him off and tell him, "Good job." You're gonna pull out that transgender woman's wiener and you're gonna say, "Ooh, let me get that wee wee."
You listen, in the state of Florida, generally where I go, anyways, they got 3 bathrooms, so
Where?
it's not an issue.
What do you mean 3 bathrooms?
Well, like they got a unisex bathroom, just a single
You
stall.
mean a family bathroom?
Yes.
Unisex. I've never seen a bathroom that said unisex on it. It just says family bathroom.
It says there's several signs that say unisex.
I never seen it. Where? What bathroom are you going to? The gay bar? The gay bar?
You're not.
Well, that's a good point. That's a good point. But where are you going where it says, will you pay attention to bathrooms? Tell us where unisex is. Is that at the gay bar? You ever done any of the plumbing at a strip club?
I don't remember exactly where I've seen them, but yeah, I've seen them several times, buddy.
Wait, have you ever seen have you ever done the plumbing at a strip club or at a gay bar before?
Have I what?
Have you ever worked on the plumbing at a gay bar or a strip
Yeah,
club?
yeah. Not a gay bar, but at a strip club. Dude, there's only like one or two gay bars in this whole county.
Would you do it at a gay bar if they hired you there, or would you refuse?
If they, no, their money is as good as anybody else's as long as they ain't hitting on me. I don't care.
What if they do hit on you the whole time while you work? Then what are you gonna do?
I just say I'm not interested. It's not that hard.
What if you're
When
what,
I approach a girl,
yeah, yeah, but what happens if you're like bent down and you're like reaching in the pipes and one of the gay dudes comes up behind you and slaps you on the rear end and says good game and says good game?
dude, have you ever grabbed a girl's ass that was just bent over?
No, but I've seen that happen multiple times, all the fucking time. Literally all the fucking time. This is gonna sound fucked up, but when I was 12 years old, I seen that kind of shit from other 12-year-olds. Walking up to grown ass women doing it.
That's when you're a kid and innocent. You don't know what the hell you're doing.
Innocent. This kid knew exactly what he was doing.
Well, too, but still, you can play it off as innocence.
I don't think so. Can they play it off as innocent when they bend you over and say good game or good job?
Yeah, yeah. There you go. There you go.
Kindred got to pass out. Have a good night, Kindred.
Later, Kendra. Yeah, she's been up for like 24 hours or some shit.
Bring back Obama. Why? Because you like Big Mike? How are you feeling, by the way? Are you doing better?
Hey, did you? I'm doing. Yeah, I'm doing a lot better. My legs feel better, but my back still hurts. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can go out on the front porch.
Holy cow, Kindred. You're doing your moderator work before you pass out, aren't you? Woo. I'm gonna link the Discord because I today?
Did it rain on you yesterday?
Yesterday, no.
Pools here. Fuck buckets. It came down in pools.
Did y'all have the No Kings protest near you, or did it get canceled like it got canceled in Tennessee?
I didn't even know they were running them this weekend.
Democrats don't even keep. They don't even. The No Kings is so popular. Y'all don't even know when it's happening. That's how popular it is.
I didn't even see them announced on any social media at all.
I could just quit with No Kings. I'm giving y'all. I'm giving No Kings all the promo. I've at least brought 2 Democrats to the No Kings. I've literally brought myself 2 Democrats. So
Listen, but the problem is you and Dusty, you went in there and you get in the middle of that shit, but that's just asking for trouble.
so what? It's my freedom of speech. I love trouble.
It don't matter if you show up, but you go in there to antagonize shit. Like who the fuck is that? Jake Lang? He got like arrested with $1 million fucking bond again.
He always does criminal shit though. I'm not touching anybody, and nobody's touching me.
I'm just saying, but you doing that, something bad is gonna happen one day.
No, it ain't. Yeah, something's bad's gonna happen for a Democrat. He's gonna make the front of the news on CNN. They're gonna say famous YouTuber unalived Democrat for trying to murder him in self-defense. That's what the news is gonna say.
It's kind of hard when your eyes are shut. You get what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, bro.
My eyes are never shut. We're looking up, down the street, left. We got drones flying over us.
You'd be looking up. You'd be looking up from your back on the ground.
How am I gonna be looking up from my back? How am I gonna be looking up from my back? You know damn well we live in an open carry state. This is only gonna go out one way. I'm gonna go out like Chud the Builder. This is only gonna go out one way. I'm gonna go out like Chud the Builder if they come and try to take me.
Dumbass.
You see?
Hey, what you think about all the propaganda about the signing of the deal or the MOU or whatever the fuck it is?
What propaganda? I made a video already 9 days ago. I said I made a video already 9 days ago. So what do you mean? What do I think about it?
Well, what do you think about? I mean, okay, so here's my thoughts on it, right? So nobody's officially signed shit yet. Nobody's officially signed shit yet. Iran really hasn't come out and said nothing.
Yeah.
So, well, sort of a little bit, but they're expecting some of their money back immediately. I could see them not doing anything on Friday, or if Israel or Lebanon keeps fighting.
Well, I agree. That's definitely true. That's definitely possible. I'm not saying it's gonna happen or not. It's a 60-day nuclear window too.
I'm not either. I'm not either. But Iran isn't going to want to sign something without getting something immediately. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they also have to reopen the strait immediately. The strait is open right now.
I get that. I get that. I want that open too. It's hurting the whole fucking world. But them opening that's their only card that they got. Get what I mean?
No, they can also bomb random countries.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the conditions right now. I'm looking at the conditions right now. It says no, they do not have to return the $24 billion at once. The framework involves the potential release. The potential release of the $24 billion.
Right.
What Iranian is saying they claim they will receive half of the money up front. They said they'll have to receive
Right.
12 billion during the first 60-day negotiation period.
Right. Right. I don't believe America. I don't believe Iran, and I damn sure don't believe the media or social media.
But you do believe CNN. That's one source we can always trust.
I don't even believe them.
No, we have to worship our TV monitors. We have to worship our TV monitors. That's the only way.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
We have to worship the TV monitors. God bless the TV monitors. God bless the TV monitors.
I mean, Trump has come out and said that we're close to a deal or the war is over 39 different
Okay, it might take 100 different times. It might never happen.
Dude,
APAC is not run America. Join that Discord.
trying to market every time he does this shit. That's all he does.
So let the Americans buy in. 60% of Americans own stocks. Let them buy into the market dips if they want.
Oh, fuck that.
Well, okay, if 60% of American own stocks, why don't they buy in and make money too?
The stocks of most of the Americans that own that you're talking about are 401ks that they don't move around.
Well, they can still add money into it. They can still add money into it, can't they?
Yes, they can.
So they can still. That's still a vehicle for investment.
I don't know. It's just a bunch of fucking bullshit, if you ask me. We should have never been in this war.
I know. You should have told them 47 years ago to never start this war.
Listen, how many Americans were killed in America in them 47 years? How many? How many? By Iran.
Why does it have to be in America? We're 10,000 miles away.
How many?
Thousands of Americans were killed. Thousands of Americans were killed. Thousands. Thousands. Obviously not 10,000. Yeah, but in the Middle East, minding their own business, not even in Iran.
Yeah, if we wouldn't be in the Middle East, we wouldn't have any fucking deaths. We wouldn't. We get
there would be millions of fucking deaths. There would be millions of deaths. Muslims have been killing. Yes, they would have, because Americans will still travel in the Middle East. Absolutely.
You don't go to fucking places that you know, dude.
You don't go to Qatar for oil business.
I'm not going to Zimbabwe.
Somalia, you're talking about Africa. I thought we're talking about the Middle East.
I know where I'm gonna go.
You're full of shit. You're gonna go to Qatar tomorrow. If someone has a $2 million check for you, you're gonna get on a jet and you're gonna fly to Qatar and go get it.
I'm not going anywhere.
If they had your money, you'd go and get it. If they said, "Hey, Ack, we got a $2 million check. Come fly over to the Qatar tomorrow." You're gonna get on that jet and you're gonna fly over there. Hell, maybe they'll even send you a private jet. You're doing a Hunter Biden type deal.
Hey, do you see this dude saying midterms are going to be awesome? The Dems don't have nobody.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
It's right now.
According to CNN.
Overall,
According to CNN.
70% chance of taking the House, 55% of taking the Senate.
Well, we'll see. You still have 4 months left. We'll see. You have actually 5 months left.
We do.
So, and it's only one bad thing after another for the Dems. You guys literally put Graham Plattner, who's an actual Nazi, to run in Maine.
Okay, so here's the difference. Okay, so I'm still a little undecided about him. All right, but I'm gonna give you my take on him. But you know what I went through. I'm all about second chances, and him saying that, hey, I went through all these problems, PTSD, I had mental issues.
Okay, being a Nazi is not the same as being a drug addict.
He covered that up. I don't know how long ago. It wasn't
He
that long.
covered it up during his campaign after you mentioned it. He covered it up as soon as you noticed it. What the fuck? The fuck?
Listen, like I said, I am not completely convinced about him yet, but I'm all about second chances and people admitting when they did wrong.
He didn't admit it. He tried to cover it up. He tried to cover it up.
He damn sure admitted it, though. So people like Hegseth and people that just try to play shit off.
I know everything about that tattoo. Hegseth had a Jerusalem cross. There's nothing racist about a Jerusalem cross. It's also known as the Celtic cross, which is quite literally used on the flag of England. So,
oh man, that's the pot calling the kettle black, brother.
well, it was used in one of the earlier flags. So you don't know the difference between a Nazi death skull? Here, let's look it up. Nazi death skull.
Of their tattoos.
I did
personally look at them.
Peak Hegseth is just a cross. It's called a Totenkopf. It's a German death skull.
I'm gonna tell you, just from my personal experiences, anybody that's that tatted up has got some kind of white racist fucking mentality somewhere.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you again on that. Just because you have a bunch of tattoos doesn't mean you're racist. You've been in prison. That's why you've been in prison. You've been in prison. I've never met a person that was tatted up that was really a KKK member. All the Nazis I see now are 19, 20 years old in their mother's basement complaining about housing prices, and they're the ones that want the neo-Nazi tattoos, and they're the ones that want to suck Nick Fuentes' wiener.
Listen, I'm not disagreeing with you about that. I'm not disagreeing with you about that.
Yeah, this is literally a Toten Kampf, and he apparently bragged to his ex-girlfriend about how he had a Nazi skull on him, and he was making jokes about it. He thought it was super funny.
Like I said, if he knew he did wrong and he tried to make right, that's totally different, man. He admitted his wrongs. That's the difference.
He didn't admit shit. He literally didn't admit shit. All he did was cover it up and say it's not a Nazi tattoo. That's all he did. If he would have came out and said, actually, it is a Nazi tattoo, I would have been like, okay, fuck it.
Hey, listen, I don't live in Maine, so I ain't got to fucking worry about it.
Would you vote for him?
Would I vote for him over Susan Collins? Probably.
Oh my God. So you would vote for a literal Nazi and you're okay with it as long as it's not Susan Collins.
I don't know. He's saying he's not a Nazi right now.
Well, he said he doesn't have a Nazi tattoo. He could still be a Nazi. And and Elon said he's not a Nazi, and you didn't listen to him then. So what's the change of heart? I thought that Democrats hated Nazis and Nazi tattoos.
Throwing up fucking Heil
What he did was way not as bad. Going like this is not throwing up a Hail Hitler. Going like that is not throwing up any of that. It's not throwing up any of that. He did not throw up a Hail Hitler.
Now it's
Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, Barack Obama. We've already shown the images several times. Do we really got to get back to this? Obama, Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, every single, yes, yes, Barack Obama did that. Yes, yes, Obama did that.
chest first.
Yes, Obama did that.
I
Yes, Obama did that. Obama was the first black Nazi, I guess.
not bang his chest and hold his hand out at an angle like a Heil Hitler. Did not.
Banging your chest is not a part of the Hail Hitler.
I damn sure did it though, didn't he?
Well, he banged his chest. Nazis did. Nazis just stuck their hand right out there. Nazis just stuck their hand right out there. They didn't care. They didn't care if about hitting their chest or whatever you just said. Here, I'll go ahead and send you this lovely image of Obama Hitler. That way you can fully see it. Wow, now a liberal is saying if you have a lot of tattoos, you're a racist. Ask him if he was complaining about the UFC fight. Were you complaining about the UFC fight?
I didn't watch the UFC fight, so that's a moot point. I didn't watch it.
But you would complain about it if you. Why? It's too classy for you?
Why? Yeah, last time I saw a UFC match was Conor McGregor. I went to the Hooters and I wasn't watching Conor McGregor.
There you go. Did you see that image I just sent you of Barack Obama throwing up the Hail Hitler? There you go. His arm is even more Hail Hitler than Elon Musk.
God. You know what? You know what? I think that's when he was telling people to calm down.
Oh, so now it's acceptable. All you have to do is say, calm down, everybody.
I think that's when he was telling people to calm down. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's look at this one. What about the Democrat? Okay, try to explain this then. Try to explain this one then. Here, try to explain this one. If you want to play that game, you can try to explain this one then. Because all I gotta do is search my images for Hitler Democrats because I have those. Let's see, Hitler Democrat. Can we find it? I know we can find it if we type it in. Oh, here it is. We found it.
Jesus Christ.
We found the Hitler Democrat image. Okay, there you go. You tell me if that is not the Democrat Hitler image right there. Right there.
My God.
Y'all, he's still saying that Elon Musk threw the Hail Hitler. Look, Obama, one after another. That is all the Democrats throwing the Hail Hitler. What? Okay, okay.
Obama.
Hillary Clinton, Kamala Harris, Nancy Pelosi, all of them used the Hail Hitler.
Hey, why don't you play the whole video of that and then play the whole video of the
Exactly. There is no difference. Neither of them are Nazis. Other than Graham Platinum. He's an actual Nazi. Well, y'all didn't play the whole video. Y'all didn't play the whole video when you showed Elon Musk doing it. You just played 2 seconds of it. You just played 2 seconds of it. You just played 2 seconds of it. Not once did he mention anything about Hitler or Nazism.
No, he didn't never mention it.
And then can we remember the fact that the Democrats put a swastika on actual Jewish people's Teslas? Can we talk about that? That's something a Nazi would do.
That was because they were supporting Elon, and I would never.
So they put a swastika on a Jewish person's car because they were supporting Elon. So they were Nazis. They are Democrat Nazis.
With them, they probably didn't know he was a Jew. Why
the fuck are you putting a swastika?
Elon supporter.
You shouldn't be putting the swastika on anything. The Nazis literally spray painted the Nazi over everything. Then why did you just okay it with the Democrats doing it? Then why didn't you talk about the Democrats and what they did?
I did say it was not right.
Well, then we agree.
I did say it was not right. Okay. I don't think destroying anybody's personal property is right.
And why did they do it? They did all of that just for Elon Musk to become. They did all of that stuff just for Elon Musk. Just for Elon Musk to be a billionaire. I haven't seen how Jake Lane is a radical. I haven't seen how he's a radical, honestly.
You never seen him kick the ice sculpture down and fall on his ass.
Yeah, I seen that before. That was funny.
Somebody else's property.
That's made out of water. How is that someone else's property? It's literally ice.
That costs money.
Okay, well, he should be charged with a crime then.
Charged with a crime.
Okay. I don't think
he went to jail.
I still doesn't mean I think he's an extremist.
Oh, he is.
How is he an extremist? The name of an extremist.
Why did he get arrested and went to jail with $1 million bond?
I don't know. I don't know anything about that case. I don't know. Do you know anything about it?
Radical.
Do you don't even know why he went to jail? Okay, you can't recall, but he's a radical. Can't recall, but he's a radical. Okay.
About it, yeah. But I did know the whole story. He doesn't pay me no mind, so I don't listen.
Well, he'll pay you some mind, but you won't. If that dude started paying you mind, dude, he would make you tear your fucking hair out.
Dude, I would probably knock that fucker out, man.
I want to see you two fight. I want to see you two fight.
I would have to.
I want to see you two fight. I would have to say the same thing when I go to the No Kings protest, but they got lucky. They backed off because they're scared. We literally walked out of the No Kings protest. When we left the No Kings protest, that's when the Democrats left the No Kings protest. They don't. They wait for me to leave.
Dude, you shouldn't put yourself in the. If you wanted to be like on the opposing side of the fucking protest, you should have parked your ass on the other side of the street or down the street, whatever. Not in the middle of them.
Oh my god.
For trouble.
I am asking for trouble. I want to exercise my Second Amendment right. So if I'm asking for trouble, It doesn't asking for trouble doesn't get rid of my Second Amendment right. Just because I go into a dangerous neighborhood or a dangerous situation doesn't mean I can't use my Second Amendment right.
Dude, like, where did you do this again? Tennessee?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you just got to remember that not all states have the same stand your ground law. You know
Well,
that,
Tennessee does.
huh?
Tennessee does.
I don't know. Like I said, I never looked at it, but not Florida is about the easiest one. But I didn't know anybody was as lax as Florida.
No, Tennessee might be more lax. Most states are stand your ground states. Most states are stand your ground.
I don't know.
Okay, what are the levels? What's the difference on the levels?
You have to try to run away. You have to.
That's not a stand your ground state. That's a right. That's a responsibility to flee. That's called a responsibility to flee state.
That's part of the stipulation on some of the stand your ground laws. I'm just telling you, some of them are like that. And then in our state, you don't have to remove yourself.
Let's see what Google says. Stand your ground states versus flee versus let's see.
Removing yourself.
Versus yeah, removing yourself. How many states? Let's take a look. Some states you have to match force. In Florida, you don't have to match force. If someone comes on your property or threatens to take your life, they're done. You don't have to match force. You don't have to wait for them to pull a gun. 12 states impose 12 states impose a duty to retreat, requiring you to safety withdrawal if possible before using deadly force. That's bullshit. Yeah, those are the worst places in the fucking world. Those are the worst states to live in. You might as well just be in another country trying to use their self-defense laws at that point.
Your ground at all.
Yeah. What state has no stand your ground? Yeah, that's completely fucked. That is completely fucked. He says you have to match force if they don't have a gun and you use one, then you're a murderer. If they are on your property. No, if you even think that they're reaching for a gun or if you even think that they're reaching for a weapon.
That's a feeling. That's not a law. That's not a fact. That's a feeling. It just depends on where you're at.
Yeah, it differs state by state. Oh my god.
Yes.
Here is the most disgusting, fucked up states to live in for self-defense. So if you there's no self-defense acceptable in these states. Connecticut, Delaware, Hawaii, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Minnesota, Nebraska, New Jersey, New York, Rhode Island. You are fucked. If anyone breaks into your house and tries to unalive your kids or your family, you are going to jail for protecting them. Look, look, it says even in the states above, you genuinely do not have a duty to retreat if you're attacked inside your own dwelling.
Yeah, if you're attacked in your own dwelling, that's got to be a different story. But if you're like at the convenience store and somebody hits you or whatever, yeah.
Oh no, some states people can break into your house and they can make a sandwich in your kitchen and there's literally nothing you can do about it. You can't point a gun at them, you can't kick their ass, you can't do nothing. Like that is fucked up. What, you're just gonna let some random dude walk in your kitchen and make a fucking sandwich because you're Democrat? Oh, we're Democrat. We don't believe in self-defense. We gotta let this guy walk up in our kitchen, make a fucking sandwich. We got 3 kids in the back. They're only 6 and 7 years old. What the fuck? I ain't gonna let this guy make a sandwich while we got 3 kids eating. And he's homeless and he's pissing his pants in the middle of the kitchen and at 3 in the morning, and we can't unalive him. What do you do? What laws am I confusing? No, you can't. You can't show up in public and start a conflict. No, you can't show up in public and start a confrontation and call that self-defense. I agree, but you can show up at a peaceful protest, and if there is a confrontation, you would probably figure out a protest there could be confrontation. It doesn't mean that you can't.
But you can't but dude, that's common sense shit. You went there looking for altercation.
Okay, you didn't say the same thing about Alex Preddy. Oh, you didn't say the same thing about Alex Preddy. You tell me that I can't carry a gun while I go to a No Kings protest, but Alex Preddy, he can carry a gun.
No, dude, no. Them were ICE agents. Them were supposed to be professionals.
Okay, these are human beings. They're not supposed to be killers or murderers.
At his situation, he was helping a woman.
He wasn't helping anyone. He was assaulting a police officer. He had one hand around that cop's shirt.
No, dude, they grabbed him. They grabbed him around his neck once he grabbed that woman. Bear sprayed him twice. Yes.
That guy grabbed the police officer around his neck before he did anything. He walked right up to the cop. He grabbed him by the shirt, by the collar, by the neck, and said, "What the fuck are you doing to this poor lady?"
You better.
I've watched it hundreds of times. Do you want me to send you a screenshot? Do you want me to send you a screenshot? No, I think you listened to what they told you. I don't think you watched it. No.
No, I've watched it. I've watched every view that they've had. From inside the car right there where she's in front of it in the white car. I've seen it from across the street. I've seen it from, yeah, I've seen them all.
Okay, so we'll just go ahead and send you the screenshot there where he caught where he jumps on the cop.
Screenshot when I saw the whole video.
Oh, so you don't care if he grabbed the cop. So you don't care if he assaulted the police officer.
You see,
I've seen the video before.
The whole video. You got to show the whole video.
I've seen the video before. I've seen the video before. Why does Alex Preddy put his hand on law enforcement when he actively has a gun on his hip?
Dude, he didn't.
See, see how it is. You're playing the victim for Alex Preddy. You're saying it's not his fault when he did everything wrong. He approached a police officer with a loaded firearm on his hip. That's how he approached a cop, and you think that's fine.
To the cops. And he was
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
And even if he did, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You don't assault the police officer.
And then the cop grabbed him and bear sprayed
he grabbed the cops first. He assaulted the cops first. I've seen it before. Because you didn't care to watch that. Because you didn't care about that. You didn't care about watching that. He grabbed a hold of the cops first. I've seen the video before. I've seen the video before. He grabs a hold of the cop. He grabs a hold of the cop, and then that's when they slam him on the ground, and 6 of them beat him down. Because he was getting pepper sprayed at first. Okay, it doesn't matter. He might have got pepper sprayed first. I don't remember that part, but it doesn't matter if he was pepper sprayed or not. You can't assault the cop. You can't assault the police officer.
Dude, he was indisposed. He was no threat anymore.
He was indeed a threat. He was a threat. He had a firearm on his waist. So let me get this straight.
The gun was gone. The gun was gone. The gun was gone before.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. But let me get this straight. No, it wasn't. It doesn't matter if they mistakenly killed the guy or not. I could care less. It's still his fault. It's still his fault. It does not matter if his death was accidental or not. It's irrelevant. The point is, he did dumb shit, and he put himself in a dumb situation that was unlawful. If he didn't break any laws, I would say he's a victim.
I wouldn't have took the firearm either.
I would, but I wouldn't put myself in a dumb situation. Either. I wouldn't approach law enforcement at where ICE was with a gun. Well, he deserved to die the minute he did some stupid shit with a gun. The minute you take a gun and go do some stupid shit with it, you're gonna die. Yeah. Yes, he did. When you approach a law enforcement agent with a loaded handgun, you're going to die. He did. It was in the holstered. It was holstered.
People have loaded weapons. People have loaded weapons on them all the time.
Yes, he committed crimes. Yeah, exactly. I'm glad you agree. I'm glad you agree. So let me get this set. Let me get this straight. Don't say too much. Don't say too much. Let me say something. You're saying that it would be wrong for me to legally protect myself at a peaceful protest that you Democrats call peaceful. And I'm not allowed to bring a firearm, but even though Republicans are telling Democrats every single day on the internet, on the news, not to go to a no kings pro or not to approach law enforcement with a firearm, or not to approach ICE with a vehicle ramming into them, or not to approach ICE in a violent way, that's okay for them to do. But you guys are literally telling me it's peaceful. So if everything the Democrats are saying that is correct, they're telling me that the No Kings protest is peaceful. So if it's peaceful, I should be able to bring my weapons there to protect me. And if the Democrats are right about the ICE agents as well, if they're saying that ICE is violent, they're Gestapo, they're Nazis, yada yada, doesn't that mean you should stay away from them with a loaded firearm? I'm confused. Like, do you not see how it doesn't make any sense?
Can I talk now?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done.
You guys are both stupid for taking a firearm.
No, because it's legal. But one guy was a criminal. But one guy was a criminal. But one guy was a criminal. One guy was doing it legally. One guy was a criminal.
One guy did not.
Because one was a criminal and he did it stupidly.
I'm saying you guys, it's not smart on either side to do
They
that.
shot him because
I wouldn't want to see something bad happen either.
yeah, a cop's not going to kill me because if I see a cop,
your political beliefs, but I would hate for something bad that happened to you.
If I see a cop and I have my firearm, I'm instantly going to put my hands above my head and I'm going to say, "Hello, officer. Nice to meet you, sir. But I would like to let you know that I have a loaded firearm on my hip." That's the very first thing a gun owner, a responsible gun owner, will do when he sees a police officer approach him. He will put his hands up in the air and say, "Hello, officer. I don't want to die. Don't hurt me, but I have a loaded firearm on my hip. You can take it off me, or I can put it in my car, or I can do whatever you want." But instead, that's not what Alex Preddy chose to do. There was about 15 other cops.
I didn't say what he did was right.
Then why are you justifying it? Then he's not a victim. Then he's not a victim.
He got murdered.
He didn't get murdered.
The force didn't equalize the crime. It didn't.
It did, though. It did. When you're stalking,
No, it didn't.
let me give you an example. Let me put myself in the cop's shoes. If I'm driving around, me and my buddies are driving around, and you bust out my tail light, and then a week later, I see you follow me down to, somewhere downtown, and I see you following me downtown, and I see you have a gun on your hip, and then you approach me with said gun on your hip, and you grab my shirt and start the fight with me and get in a physical altercation. That is the minute. That is the moment right there where I think self defense would be justified. If a civilian did this to me as a civilian, they would be dead. Now, civilians don't have as much rights as police officers. I think we still agree. So a civilian would be less in the right. A civilian doing the same exact thing would be more in the wrong than a cop, because a cop.
How often do cops or ICE agents or any FBI, doesn't matter, how often do they have to use deadly force in their careers, even if somebody has a loaded weapon on them?
On average?
How often?
On average?
Never.
What do you mean never? If someone shoots at you.
hardly any of them ever has had to use deadly force.
Most cops have not killed anybody.
Hardly any of them had to pull their weapons.
What statistics are you getting this from? What statistics are you getting this from?
I just looked it up once.
Do most cops have to pull their guns in their career? Here, I'll look it up.
Yeah.
What's the difference? This guy said, "What are your thoughts on Kyle Rittenhouse?" I see your super chat. I'm not ignoring you.
Same issue. Same issue.
I think that Kyle Rittenhouse did the right thing. I think Kyle Rittenhouse did the right thing because he was exercising his constitutional rights. Act doesn't care about the Constitution, but he cries that Donald Trump violates it, but he doesn't care about it.
I don't know. Trump supposedly owns a gun, and he's a convicted felon.
Okay, I don't give a damn. You can own a gun if you're a convicted felon in the state of Florida if you get your rights back.
You have to wait. You have to wait a certain amount of years before you can even apply to get them.
Okay, he has no criminal charges. He has no criminal charges on his record though, because the Supreme Court said that you can't charge a sitting U.S. president with a crime, and he's what's the word for it? You can't give. He was charged.
He got.
But
he got convicted of that.
But you can't charge a former. You can't charge a former or current U.S. president. They have what's the word for it? They have a pardon. They have amnesty. Even Barack Obama has it. That's why Barack Obama's not going to prison.
He was convicted of 34 felonies.
But those were removed. Yeah, but those were removed by the Supreme Court because they said you cannot be criminally charged. Okay, I'll look it up. Did the Supreme Court maybe he is. Did the Supreme Court say you can't charge a sitting or former US president? I mean, I can just look his name up in Fulton County and see if it pops up his criminal record.
Is Trump a convicted felon? Just type that in.
Let's see. They said the president has absolute immunity according to the Constitution.
While he's in office.
But a lot of his criminal charges, that it does say that a former president can face standard criminal charges just like any other citizen. Okay, so great. We should charge Barack Obama with his crimes. Barack Obama should be charged in killing a U.S. citizen. Oh, I can. Barack Obama killed a U.S. citizen. Why isn't he charged?
If they were able to prove that, don't you think Trump's DOJ would have brought charges on
They
him?
did prove it. Look it up yourself. Did Barack Obama kill an American citizen? He admitted it in his own words. He said that he was hunting for a terrorist and he had to kill the daughter or the son or whatever. The 16-year-old American.
I didn't say that he didn't do X, Y, Z. I didn't say that. But if Obama committed a felony or a crime, don't you think DOJ would have brought them charges on him?
They have a lot of stuff to do already. No, it took a long time. It took a long time for some of these people to start getting charged that are just getting charged now. So no, I don't think they would have already charged them. Let's see what they said about Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse shows system fatigue. He entered a state of delusion strong enough for him to take for and blame businesses. What are you talking about? He was there to protect his state. No, he didn't have to do it differently. No, he didn't have to do it differently. He was protecting his family's property.
Rittenhouse did the same shit. He went to a protest with a loaded weapon out.
Well, he went to his family's restaurant because they were burning down businesses. No, he went to protect his family's property because they were burning down businesses.
Where did this happen?
Was it in Minnesota or was it in what's that one state called? He drove from one state to another. He drove from Milwaukee. No, not Milwaukee. What state is Milwaukee in again? Yeah, Wisconsin. I couldn't think of the state name. So he drove from Wisconsin to another state, I believe.
I don't know. I just remember the pictures of him walking down the street with a gun.
He was a good man.
I didn't know where it was at. He was about a fucking idiot, is what he was.
You can't exercise your Second Amendment. You don't believe you can carry your gun anywhere you want in the state of Florida? That's not a private business or a private establishment. Well, then you're wrong on a state level, on a state law level. Why? Why not?
I mean, why?
Why? Because I don't want to get shot.
My hands have protected me for 55 years.
Okay.
About,
Okay. Have you ever?
so I'm fine.
Well, how many times have you had your ass kicked by 15 dudes?
Walk down the middle of the hood at 3 o'clock in the morning. Ain't nobody fuck with me. So
Okay,
yeah.
but how many times did you tell me that you had your ass beat by 15 other dudes?
No, that happened when I was a teenager.
Okay, you could have had a gun back then.
That was about a girl.
You said it happened to you when you were a grown ass man bar hopping too. Don't try to lie.
No, I never got beat up when I was a grown man. Never got beat up. Not, I've lost fights, but I've never got beat up. I never got jumped. I never got jumped. Not as an adult.
It's because you live in the white old golfing community. That's why you can walk down the street walking in the hood.
I live right next to Florida Institute of Technology. I can tell you right where I live. Yeah, I live in a decent suburb neighborhood, but it's older. It's like in 50s or 60s, but it ain't no gated community. It ain't no gated community.
This guy says, ask the military about Obama. What does that even mean? Rittenhouse was defending his family's property, so if you want to keep crying about Rittenhouse, you can. But the fun fact is, people get killed in America legally all the time. And if you have a problem with that, go suck a pee-pee. I don't feel bad for him. If someone did some shit to me, they're probably not even gonna find the person because there's a canal right next to me. I'm just gonna say that their body fell into the canal on accident when we were squabbling and fighting. Which would be the truth because that would likely happen. One of us would fly into the canal. We get chomped up by the gators.
Yeah, yeah.
Gator wrestling.
I could tell you some Gators story, but I ain't gonna tell them on a live.
Did you ever wrestle a gator before?
My friends have reached down in the swamp and picked up 5 or 6 foot gator and grabbed them and threw them at me before.
Jesus Christ. Who the fuck are you hanging out with? One time I seen some redneck motherfuckers in the swamp. I seen some motherfuckers wrestling a gator in the swamp. It was crazy.
Oh, I don't doubt it, dude. Dude, we were going down Narcoossee Road, which is over here by Orlando, right? Mormon land. And my buddy jumped out of a moving car at like 30 miles an hour with a buck knife, a folding knife, and fucking tackled a hog and slit its throat.
Yeah, that's crazy. Did he get fucked up jumping out of that car going so fast?
No, we were all athletes at the time. I mean, it's like, I'm sure didn't tickle, but we were stupid and bulletproof back then.
No, I want to try it.
Oh, well, I mean, I've jumped on cars going that fast before when they were trying to like run my buddy over or whatever.
And you jumped on another person's car?
Yeah.
You jumped on his roof?
Yeah.
What did you start doing?
I was drunk.
Oh my god.
I was on the hood and I grabbed a hold of the where the windshield wipers are. I started beating on the damn windshield.
And what happened? Did you fly off or did they slam on brakes?
No, they came to a stop eventually. It came to a stop eventually. Yeah. Yeah.
And did they give a fuck if you were all right or did they not really care?
They, nobody cared. I got up and they drove off. That was it. That was it. That was it.
Oh my God. Jesus.
I've lived a pretty weird life, man.
That sounds pretty Florida to me, but at the same time, you don't really represent Florida. You even tell me all the time you want to go up to those Yankee ass states and live with the liberals.
No, it has nothing to do with that. I just want a hot ass weather because I work outside. Nothing to do with that.
I thought most of the time you were working on toilets inside.
No, I do new construction, but I've done it 38 years. I've worked on everything, service, everything. So, yeah. But 99% of it was new construction.
Doesn't old construction pay better though?
Um, Depends because service plumbers you can get commission, but new construction as hourly rate they usually make more. Yeah. Yeah. Right.
What?
What pays better?
I didn't say nothing. This guy says you can't really claim to represent Florida until you got scales like me. Oh, okay. Okay, little blue gecko.
I don't know. I'm 55 years old. I might have a scale or two on my ass.
Probably from all those damn crocodiles you were hanging out with.
You ain't never been out on an airboat, have you?
I've been on the airboat plenty of times.
Have you? Okay.
To the Everglades, yeah, I've been to the Everglades.
Have you been on an airboat at night?
I don't think so.
That's a scary thing when you look out into the water and all you see is glowing eyes. That's all you see is glowing eyes.
Oh, from the gators?
From the frogs too, but from the gators mostly. Yeah. Yeah. It's fun though. It's fun though.
What about fishing? Do you go fishing?
I haven't in a long time, brother. I mean, the last we went fishing, we go out on the beach. Well, I mean, I only live 5 minutes from Melbourne Avenue. Yeah, yeah.
So I'm gonna be waiting around Melbourne Avenue to catch you.
What's that?
I'm gonna wait on Melbourne Avenue all day and all night until I see you drive by.
I don't care. I'll give you my fucking address. You want it? I wouldn't want you to wait for me. Come on over.
Oh my God, fair enough.
All right, man. I got a whole ass, brother.
All right, peace out. I'll talk to you. Have a good evening. Talk to you.
All right, buddy. All right.
I'm a hop off here now as well, guys. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. We'll try to get some other guests to come on the channel. If you guys want to debate, have a good conversation, you can join the Discord down below.